In this box we have OOK-TEK V8 scooter that has been sent to me by AOVOstore.com. We jump straight into the conclusions, what do you think about it, and only then we deep dive in the details. Let's go. Right out of the box, I found a lot of little scratches and bruises and little defects on the scooter, which generally is a good indication of poor quality of assembly, and the materials are not of the greatest quality either. Something went horribly wrong in their painting department. You wouldn't be mistaken saying that the scooter is a knockoff of the famous Xiaomi M365. The only differences are it has different color coding, stickers on the side, non-inflatable tires, and a drum brake instead of a disc brake. So the key upsides of the scooter, it's really light and it's really cheap. On the day of filming, the scooter was on sale for 289 euros, making it actually one of the cheaper electrical scooters available from AOVOstore.com. The drum brake actually operated better than I expected. The folding mechanism is simple, rattling, kind of the folding function is great, it works, and as the scooter is very light, it's really easy to carry it somewhere on the bus or something like that. At the same time, all of this when you ride on the rough terrain creates so much noise. And non-inflatable tires, of course, doesn't help with this at all. Bloody hell. The scooter has decent acceleration and reaches its maximum 25 km/h speed quite quickly. By pressing 6 times on the dashboard you can unlock the 34 km/h speed, but with my body weight the scooter doesn't reach more than 25 anyways. On the positive note though, 25 on GPS equals 25 on the speedometer. If you want to enable zero start cruise control, you need to connect your scooter to an app. Unfortunately, I couldn't connect the scooter to my iPhone app. Later on the Android device, I could enable the cruise control, the zero start. Under the deck things look much better. You will not only find 10.5 amp hour battery pack, but you'll also find the weather seal and enough silicone to make the scooter pretty much waterproof. If you add the cover on the on-off button, you are pretty much safe riding it in even strong rain. With this battery pack you will find the range anywhere between 20 and 30 kilometers, depending on how fast you ride, how strong is the wind, and how much do you weigh. The last one having a lot of impact. In my opinion, this scooter is for someone who needs a really lightweight scooter, who doesn't care that much of the final finish, you know, a little bit of scratch here or there, and doesn't mind a little bit of rattling and rougher ride, but will never get a puncture and will have a very cheap thing to bring him to the bus or the train where he can hop on and bring the scooter with. If you stay in the video, we'll go a bit more in depth in the details. Also, I found some ways to reduce the rattling dramatically. Otherwise, thanks for watching and I see you in the next one. Really? Who invented non-inflatable tires? I know many of you like the non-inflatable tires because you can't get flats, but the ride quality with non-inflatable tires, it's very, very bad. This happened actually about 5 minutes into my first ride on this scooter, and I came back home, and when I came back home I saw a screw laying on my deck. laying down here, and now I'm wondering where is that coming from? Unfortunately, these were not my all issues, because as you can see, the handlebars were wobbling as crazy. And I couldn't figure out where is this one coming from, but I think it's coming from here, right? The good news is that with a couple of tools you can adjust it, and it's not only not moving anymore, but it also doesn't make the rattling sound. So first of all, if your scooter has some movement happening right here, you'll have to open your folding thing, and you will have to loosen these two screws. You undo both of them until they are loose. Then you tighten this one a bit. Don't over tighten it. If you over tighten this one, then your front wheel won't be able to turn left and right. So you preload the bearing a bit, and then you tighten these ones back again. That's how you fix the wobble coming from the front fork. Second one is the rattling noise coming from this metal part. And if you don't really need to fold your scooter that often, you can actually tighten this little screw right here. What does that do? It will make this immovable. It means you won't be able to fold your scooter anymore, but it also means that your scooter will not produce this annoying rattling sound. I tried finding like a sweet spot where I can still move it and it shouldn't rattle that much, but that's not really working well for me. And the one that I have lost is actually right here. So what does that do? When you release it, you then are able to adjust this one from the top with the screwdriver, if you can see that moving. And what will that do? That will change the position of this entire silver thing. So if the time is running and your folding is not closing hard enough, so if it becomes too loose, you can tighten this one up a bit, and in that way make your folding stiff again. So now let's go to the same cobblestone and see if this has made any improvement for the rattling noise. It's still a disaster. It's still bad. Well, as you can hear, it didn't solve all the problems. There is something rattling inside. I know it's not a controller and not a battery. And I know if these would be inflatable tires, I wouldn't have this problem. This is how you cross cobblestone. Right, so I learned one magic trick. If you look at the speedometer of the scooter, right now, full speed 25 kilometers per hour. Now you need to turn it off, turn it on again, don't press any buttons, and go 6 times on the on-off button. 6. Did you see the 66? Alright, let's take a look. Oh yeah, baby. 34 kilometers per hour. And now as we have a phone with GPS on, let's see how much is that in reality. Let's go. Well, as you can see, I'm quite a chunky rider. I'm 88 kilograms, and if you're as chunky as me, we have to take this slowly. If you are as chunky as me, that won't give you that much. So a few final words. OOK-TEK V8. What do you think of this scooter? It's a cheap scooter. The finish quality, the quality of the materials, it's not great. It's a bit rough ride because it has non-inflatable tires. Nevertheless, it has an okay acceleration. It reaches quickly 25 kilometers per hour speed. The scooter is very light. It's like super light to carry. The folding mechanism is pretty good. It's easy to fold, and then it's easy to carry it as well. Scooter has 10 amp hour battery pack, which is kind of good enough for around 20 kilometers for my almost 90 kilograms of body weight. The brakes are good. The tires won't get punctures. Thumbs up for adding the weather seal in the battery compartment. You can buy the dashboard covers for these scooters on AliExpress. They are not expensive, or you can 3D print them. There are examples on Thingiverse. Just use the Xiaomi M365. It's completely the same size dashboard. And then your scooter is basically waterproof. So that's a big thumbs up, because not many scooters come out at this waterproof level as this one. So if you're okay for a bit rougher ride and you're on the budget and you don't care about some paint being weird in a way, then this might be a good scooter for you. I want to thank AOVOstore.com for sending the scooter for the review, and I want to wish you all a good week and good Easter that's coming up very soon. See you after Easter.